anything you could ever measure. The love part of your soul is what you can feel and sense. And you have the ability to integrate your soul. And as we continue towards the circle of 12, let us affirm our willingness to connect with the God inside. I give permission to experience the grandness of my soul. I give permission to experience the grandness of my soul. I give permission to experience the grandness of my soul. I am ready.
Greetings, dear ones. I am Kryon. Come a little closer. Come a little closer, I will say yet again, so that you can see things perhaps you've never seen before. What is it that you might see, some ask, that I'd never seen before? There are metaphysical, esoteric giants, you might say, of humanity who might listen to this or watch this program now and later and say, well, I've done everything, I've seen everything, I know everything to the degree that I can, I've not shut anything out. What else is there to see, truly? And I will say to you this: you may have a perception that the energies around that which you believe and that which you know are static. And that is to say, there is a book in front of you and it has a number of pages. And many of you have got to the end and you say, I am graduated now, and now I am working this puzzle as a graduate. And I will say to you, this new energy on this planet, an energy that is part of the 36-year window of the precession of the equinox, has brought you another library. You thought you were done. You're not. The fact that you have graduated and read that book gives you the ability now to sit in a place where a window opens and the new library occurs. This is all metaphoric to say to you, there are things now for you that will expand, that are greater, that will amplify everything that you've learned. I want you to think of that for a moment. Could it be that whatever you have found that to be that gold that you cling to personally, or perhaps that you're teaching others? If you're a healer watching this is for you. Even if you're someone who is completely and totally centered in your own spiritual world, and you say, I'm happy to sit where I am, thank you, this is a great meditation, and all that, I will tell you, there's a door opening. And there's a whole lot more there for you. I told you that physicists know this. They're one of the few sciences that have a study early on where they acknowledge that they're only scratching the surface because there's too many unanswered questions. And so they're always looking for that library. But most of the rest of humanity, when they go into a study of anything, and even if it's personal, even if it's your own spirituality, you come to a place where you say, I have arrived to a degree that I am happy and satisfied in my meditations, in my healing, in my prayers. I know it's working for me, and here I sit. And I'm telling you, the door is about to open. And now that becomes something grander and greater, because it's not just another library. This library may be one book, it may be millions of books, it may be one word, it may be tens of millions of words, and they're all on one page. Welcome to multidimensionality that you cannot figure out. We have said this before, that there are some things, dear ones, that are not there for your logical brain to work the puzzle. We've said before that the only metaphor we can give you of this thing that you have, that you must understand it before you move forward, is the question we've given so many times. When this meditation is over, or tomorrow morning, or whenever it's time for you to leave your place and get into your vehicle, what is the first thing you do? Well, if I can look at the pattern of the logic that you're using here for some of these spiritual things, I know exactly what you do. You look at the seat next to you where there's a manual for your car, and you continue to study how the automatic transmission works before you ever then start your car. After all, why would you ever start a machine unless you knew how it worked? And you're going, well, wait a minute, that's not what we do. That's exactly right. Most of you understand that you don't have to then know the minutia of your engine or of the automatic transmission. You simply go. You trust that all that technology is there and working, improves itself. That's what we're talking about. What you're doing there in 3D is a perfect example of the circle of 12 and what we're asking you to do. You move into something that is there and that works, that will take you from A to B. A multidimensional library that's on one page and it goes forever. That is a multidimensional concept because it's not figure-outable. Are you all right with that? Can you consider all of this a beautiful machine that will take you someplace or fly you somewhere? You don't understand. You don't have to understand it. You can just get in the seat and go. It's part of everything we teach. This particular Healing Wednesday, this Circle of 12, this meditation, is for members. And we've said to you, members, you are a family, and this family is part of a study. And if you haven't figured that out yet, this is experiential, and yet it is a study. Every single time we go to the other side, through that bridge, through that mist, crossing from the known to the unknown, every time we go, it's a study. We do things slightly different. We invite you to sit and be. So much of that time is on your own after we give you a visualization or a suggestion. That's a study. In any study, we ask you to repeat it. And that is to say, anytime you are learning something, your brain, your persona will respond to things that work. And so as you do them and you repeat them and they work a little better and a little better, suddenly there is an aha that you're actually absorbing these things and they're working in your life. The Circle of 12 is like that. It will give you another perception, perhaps, of what we are trying to tell you about your magnificence. And as you discover that, there are the exercises of every time we go to the theater and what to do there in that theater. Every single one of those helps you. And what it does is to give you that which is mastery, or the attributes of mastery that perhaps you didn't understand you had or could have. And those things then create the healing you came for. I've told my partner to give every show an importance of a healer. A healer who has found something that works for themselves and other people. That's the 4D of it. In that you will then look at those who present what they have, and somewhere in that mix, there would be something that would also catalyze you, your healing, your advancement, your knowledge. And when you combine that with the overall exercise, the study of crossing the bridge, which we're now going to do, into a place where you actually do something in your mind, except that it may not be in your mind, and that is the point. There are those of you who have gone before and done these exercises before, and gone across the bridge before, and sat in that theater before, who are starting to understand and realize it's changing who you are. Because suddenly, that bridge gets shorter and shorter. Suddenly, the known and the unknown start to meld a bit. Oh, you will always have a bridge to cross, and I've told you this before. When you work into that which is not your reality, in other words, the four-dimensional reality that you have, where you work and where you play and where you eat and all of those things, starts to meld into a multidimensional reality, but you must cross the bridge. You always do. Even if it takes 1 second, you still have to acknowledge. Because moving into that which is your soul energy requires that kind of shift. There are those who say, how long do I have to meditate before I get to that place on the other side of the bridge? Or how long should it take? And the answer is yes. In other words, there is no time for this. In a blink of an eye and back. In a blink of an eye, you go there, you come back. You might go there for instructions. You might go there for peace. You might go there for compassion and come back. This is where it's going. So that it becomes 24/7, moving back and forth between your reality and a bigger reality, and having 1 foot in each. That's called mastery. Come with me, please. See the bridge again as you always have. Let's go across quickly. Go to that mist. Take my hand. Let's cross together now. Oh, there's so much here for you. There is so much here for you. What is here is extended life if you wish. The disease going away if you wish. The fear going away. The anxiety going away. The condition you came for, what's going on in your life, solutions are here. Or at least the peace over them is here. Because now you're in a grand place which is the magnificence of your very soul. It's still you. This is the safest place you could ever be. It's above the clouds. It's a place where you start to see the grander plan of you and you relax within it. If you could mine all of your past lives in this place. All that you are that creates you as an old soul is in this place. As you look around, you can see whatever you choose to see in this place. But right now, I want you to come again through a doorway, a portal, if you wish, that has your name on it, for the study that we're going to do. A short one, always, but one you can go to at any time, because we'll do something slightly different each time, or we'll repeat something that is profound to many. Each time, they're different, and they will have different results for you. But this one, well, it's ones that some of you wanted to have from the beginning. Through the door, you come into this theater. The theater sometimes is large, sometimes it's intimate. This time it's large. There are those in the audience who are waiting for you. There's a murmur which gets silent when you arrive. Often in a theater, that's an expectation of entertainment. It isn't this time. It's an expectation of work. There's work to be done. You might say all of them in this audience have a specialty. And all of them are ready for you to be there because of what is going to happen, that it's going to be so profound. I want you to look at the stage. Oh, it's different. Where is that one chair? And the answer is, there isn't one chair. There's 12 of them. Finally. If you are counting, since I asked my partner to start these episodes of Healing Wednesdays, in the format that it is existing in. This is the 28th show. 8 and 2 is 1. 1 is new beginnings. Let this show, this particular episode, this particular theater experience be one of the most profound. It's time. 12 chairs. Take your seat in any of them, it doesn't matter. They're in a circle, dear ones, of course. There's no hierarchy in a circle, is there? And I want you to sit in any one of them, and then I want you to see in your mind. If you can't visualize it, pretend you're watching a movie and you're seeing yourself. And out of the audience, a special place that was occurring in the audience, it had a special glow to it. 11 human beings of both genders, men and women, stand up and they come to the stage. I want you to notice something. They weren't there on the stage waiting for you to sit down. They are honoring you first. You are sitting and they join you. There is a metaphor there. There always are metaphors. This is the grandness of you, dear ones, in this space, in this soul which is yours. Everything here is you. Of course, you're the one who's honored. And those 11, you're going to recognize their faces if you choose, and those faces are different for each one of you. The greatest masters who ever lived on this planet are about to join you. What do you think? Are you okay with that? They're aware of the magnificence of a soul. They're totally aware that all of you are pieces of the creation, that there's no hierarchy of importance, that your soul is as grand as their soul. But they've had a different experience on this planet, and that's what you want to know about. They are the ascended masters. There's 11 of them. You want to give them names, go ahead. They'll be different for every culture. But they all have something in common. Each one is a master of peace. You see where this is going, don't you? It's time for the healing that you came from. It's time for the healing that you came for. They're going to sit, and they're now looking at you. The invitation for all of you, all 12, in this circle, is to close your eyes. And as you do, the audience starts to hum. Hum. A beautiful tone by all the humans, and they represent all of those human beings who are healers, who've taken perhaps courses from these masters, who are in the circle with you right now. And then the masters are going to offer their hands to one another and to you, so the circle is complete, and you can feel, if you choose, the electricity and the thickness of love, peace, compassion, understanding, forgiveness surging through you and going around and around in that beautiful circle. And everything that ever bothered you in your life disappears and falls on the floor. The disease in your body is frightened and starts to fall away. Can you see that? The fears that you might have had when you sat in the chair, they just ran away as soon as the masters touched you. And the humming continues, and it's so beautiful. Have you ever heard a theater hum? Listen to it, listen to it, listen to it. Oh, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. And all of this is for you and your magnificence, because you took the time and the belief to come to this place and sit in that chair and be healed. Let this be the beginning of so much more for each of you. Is this real or not? I'll tell you, this is probably the most real thing you've ever done. Stay. Stay as the humming continues. Stay. Be honored this day and be loved. And so it is.